From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We still enjoyed a fair amount of sunshine today, despite some cloud cover around and temperatures just perfect. We're still sitting in the mid to the upper 70s all across the region. Some areas with some clouds, others seeing a little more in the way of sunshine. But from north to south, we're looking good with 77 the current temp in Coldwater, 74 Adrian, 73 Mount Pleasant, 76 one of the warm spots for Lansing. No threat of rainfall, just passing clouds, and those will begin to move out soon. And that's going to mean a nice forecast as we head into the overnight hours. Of course, we're getting towards the end of the week now, so we're all thinking about weekend plans. Some of that probably is going to include some football, and high school football tomorrow night should be a good matchup out there. And temperature wise, for any games you're going to, we're going to be in the 70s for the most part as warmer weather moves in for the weekend. No threat of any rainfall, but there is some in the forecast next week. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
A vote is hopeful tonight to pass the state budget, but many Michigan lawmakers still haven't seen or read it yet. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran.
And I'm Siobhan Klepfer. As of late this afternoon, the bulk of Michigan lawmakers had not been given a copy of the new proposed state budget.
But as 6 News reported first last week, the free meal program for schools is in the document.
And as our Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic reports tonight, not everyone is happy with that.
We're going to continue to make the argument that we think it's a waste of money.
It's something that is broadly popular.
The Democratic senator and the Republican House member had a very cordial working relationship constructing the new K-12 budget. However, they were clearly at odds over the free lunch program. Mr. Kelly wanted to give a lump sum to all of the schools and let them decide if they wanted the free meals. The Democrats wanted nothing to do with that.
We were never going to accept that version of the school meals program because that's how it always was. Schools could have always given free breakfast and lunch to all kids, and they never did.
Show me the stats. Show me the data that says this. Look, between SNAP benefits, federal meals, where are people going hungry?
Mr. Kelly argues not all the kids need the free lunch.
Particularly in wealthy neighborhoods.
Why?
Because these people can afford this lunch. It's become a convenience for people.
On Thursday, lawmakers were still waiting to see the new budget in a printed version, seeing something before they could vote on it, they argued. The chairwoman of the House Budget Committee responds to that.
Well, I think that is not unusual that we hear that. I would say that, all along the way we have been very transparent, very open about what the framework is going to be.
Some legislative critics might argue there is a huge difference between reading a framework of a budget and the whole document. The voting on the budget expected much later tonight. Here for you in Lansing, Tim Skubic, 6 News.
The federal government has been shut down now for 2 days, and while the immediate impact might not be obvious to most, Michiganders could feel the heat if it keeps up.
Yeah, 6 News reporter Delaney Rogers here for you now with what the shutdown already means for tens of thousands of Michiganders. Delaney.
Siobhan, Jorma, more than 29,000 civilian employees of the state of Michigan have been ordered to stop working, while other federal employees are told to keep showing up to work. Airport staff, border agents, military, and law enforcement are required to still work without pay until the shutdown is over, which is unknown at this time. The uncertainty with the government shutdown and budget deals is leaving organizations feeling uneasy. The Lansing Area AIDS Network helps serve people living with HIV with counseling, treatment, and support. And while they fundraise, they still rely on government funding. Executive Director of LAN is still hopeful the situation will be settled soon.
You know, we have been concerned about HIV funding with our current federal administration in general, and worried about, there's talk about shutting down HIV funding. That hasn't happened, and we are hopeful that it will not be, but a lot of it still comes from that government funding. HIV services is not something that there's a ton of funding out there.
And if you're planning to fly anywhere, you may feel the effects of the shutdown too. Officials say issues with TSA staffing may cause delays. Back to you.
Delaney, thank you. Happening right now, the city of East Lansing is celebrating the adoption of its comprehensive plan. The party is taking place at Ann Street Plaza. It includes ice cream, live music, and giveaways. The updated comprehensive plan was adopted by the East Lansing Planning Commission back in August. Organizers say it will help guide the city for the next 10 years, tackling the issues that matter to residents and MSU students and staff.
Really focused more on issues of social equity, climate resilience, public health, and housing. So we're out here today just kind of saying, hey, it's done. Now the real work begins of implementation. We're going to get into that in the next few months.
The city says the new plan was created after a nearly 2-year process based on feedback from community members from a wide range of engagement efforts.
Today, members with MyLeap announced a new study from MSU that highlights how access to child care directly affects parents' participation in the labor force, especially for mothers and young families. The study shows that families living further from licensed child care providers are significantly less likely to participate in the workforce. The MSU study also found that limited access to licensed child care reduces workforce participation, especially for women, which highlights the economic consequences of Michigan's workforce and economy. For example, on average, every additional mile away from a licensed provider correlates with a 2.7% decrease in women's labor force participation. The study says this costs Michigan an estimated $2.88 billion annually.
Well, staying on campus in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, the MSU Museum is presenting Beyond Borders, which is a 2-part series with distinguished scholar and storyteller Dr. Frederick Luis Aldama. The event invites the campus and community to explore how stories shape culture, identity, and belonging across disciplines and traditions. Now, the first part of that series took place today, and tomorrow there will be an interactive workshop that organizers say offers people tools to preserve their personal and cultural narratives, and will also highlight the power of oral storytelling to build community knowledge. If you're interested, it takes place tomorrow evening from 5 to 6:30 at the MSU Museum.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We have certainly seen a little bit of everything out there this summer and heading into fall, and we've got more big changes on the way. One of the cool things took place last night. Check out our Picks on 6 pick of the day. Saw a little northern lights here and there across the viewing area. Heather sent this from Portland, showing some very nice color. Maybe not as big as some of our other events, but I've had enough pictures come in that I feel like a lot of folks did take advantage and check it out last night. No repeat out there though tonight. To upload your lights, pictures, or anything else in the weather world, just head to WLNS.com/share and upload yours. Love checking out those northern lights pictures. 5-day rainfall forecast. Can't believe it. We've got rain back in the forecast as we head into next week. Don't worry though, this weekend still looks very nice and very warm. Once we get past Sunday, Monday evening, some showers move in from the northwest, and then a good chance of rain showers and maybe a couple thunderstorms on Tuesday as the heart of that cool air begins to surge south. What that looks like in terms of highs, it's going to be a sharp right turn. I mean, mid-80s this weekend, lower 80s on Monday, and then we're in the 60s for highs on Tuesday. Throw in some rain showers and it's going to feel pretty chilly out there. Satellite and radar, no threat of showers or cool temperatures today. We'll continue to see these clouds that we have move out, leaving us with mostly clear skies tomorrow morning. Friday looks fantastic with lots of sunshine, just those puffy afternoon cumulus clouds popping up as we do have a little more moisture in the area over the next couple days. Not the kind that's going to lead to rain, but just the afternoon cumulus formation. On Saturday, temperatures between 85 and 90. I suppose if we were to hit 90, we probably would pop up a thunderstorm, but with mid to upper 80s, we should be safe with just the cumulus clouds. Temperatures currently are sitting in the mid 70s. It is a delightful afternoon. Should be a beautiful sunset this evening. Temperature 76 degrees, winds only 5 miles per hour. Humidity still running pretty low out there. Humidity in Grand Ledge, one of the higher numbers at 42%. 75 is our current temperature. But then you look at Jackson, humidity been very low all day, still at 29%, 7 mile per hour winds, and our temperatures at 75 degrees. For folks in Hillsdale, it's been a little warmer at times, now a little cooler, down to 74. Winds calm, humidity 33%. We saw a wind gust up to 10 miles per hour. It really wasn't a lot of wind across the area again today. Tonight's forecast, expect a low temperature to drop to near 51 degrees with light winds and partly cloudy skies. As we head into tomorrow, get ready for sunshine, be outside. 77 at noon, highs near 86 by 5 o'clock. Over the next 6 days, temperatures look really warm, almost hot this weekend, 87 on Saturday. Then things get cool next week. Showers on Tuesday usher in the 60s, and that is where we stay through next weekend with more showers next Friday evening and into Saturday. So the barbecue weekend is this weekend.
Yes.
I forgot to ask you, and I don't want to put you on the spot, 87 on an October 3rd. That's pretty hot.
A record-tying day could set a record.
Oh, I'm so glad I said something.
You asked a very pertinent question there. Thank you.
Yeah, look at that. Every once in a while.
Every once in a while, he's got it. Yeah. All right. Thank you, David.